Kia ora and welcome to our show. Thanks to Poverty Bay Club for letting us use their space, and today we'll be talking about what we have done for the past few months. Kia ora, my name's Jackson, I'm a Year 12 student, currently enrolled at the Trades Academy and part of Rāngai.
Kia ora, my name is Aruhe. I am a level 6 student here at Rāngai, and yeah, that's me.
My name is Adrianna and I'm a level 4 student at Aruhe.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Jamie. I'm a level 5 student. Been here with Rāngai for over a year now.
For the past few months, I've been lucky enough to be part of this company, and we first started off trying to do a short film, which then later turned into what we're doing right now, a type of podcasty interview type thing. But really we've been,
What would you call it?
I don't know, we've been just trying to widen our experience with this.
Yeah.
We're just learning something new by being part of Rāngai. Specifically, just the ins and outs of the film industry, I suppose, and using cameras and editing and things like that.
Yeah. How's so I know. Do you have a past in making any films? Or anything like that?
If I had to say, I had very little.
Yeah.
Maybe just making little short films as a kid, but that's about it.
What interested you into joining this course?
Just the creative side of it. I think at school I'm very artistic. I like doing the more creative classes and things like that. Yeah. And one way here that I've learned to use it is we went out and did Voxies, little short interviews that you commonly see on news programs or things like that. And so with that, we'd go out, go onto the street, we were trying to find people around our age to learn from. And so we went out, we've got our camera, the Limix, and we'd be learning how to frame photos and frame videos, and also the lighting. We got deep into the lighting, and so we started learning about the light triangle, consisting of the ISO, shutter speed, and aperture.
Yeah. And with all those different things in the light triangle, they all contribute to what your video looks like.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of ISO, what kind of sacrifices do you have to make with adjusting your ISO? You talked about it earlier.
I don't know a lot. I can't remember. I can't remember.
Yeah. When you bump your ISO up, it kind of just makes your video look more grainy and just ugly. It just makes it more ugly. So you got to be really careful with your ISO and how you adjust it. Yeah. But you were talking about Vox Pops earlier, so we've got a video of your guys' Vox Pops. We'll watch those right now.
Yeah.
Are you going to leave Gisborne for work after school?
If I have the money, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll leave.
Yeah, Gisborne's pretty shit, so go somewhere like Tauranga.
Oh, I'm going to Taradale for a veterinary nursing course.
Nah.
Why's that?
I don't want to. Yes.
Why?
Because this place is a shithole.
Guys' Vox Pops. Yeah, they all looked around like your guys' age in high school, right? So did you know most of those people you were talking to?
Yeah, some of the boys we knew from school, but the others mostly were from the Trades Academy.
What was your favourite part about going about doing that subject?
It's just learning it, just learning a new skill. I'd possibly be able to use it in the future if I continue going down into this film industry type world.
Yeah, because I know it's pretty daunting going out on your first Vox Pop thing.
definitely.
Trying to find people to talk to and they just decline.
Honestly, I found it a lot more embarrassing for them than it was for me. Because I'd be standing behind the cameras, I had something in front of me, but then they would just full face into it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. So we'll move on to our level 4 student. What did you do
So what I did was I made a news story / documentary for my project, and me and the level 4s, we went out to Pine Hollow in TK, and we made it about the recovery of Pine Hollow after the cyclone. So it's a horse riding school, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed the day. Yeah, so we did do interviews as one of our things, and we had to use these like little microphones. I think they're called lapel microphones, and they had like this little fuzzy thing on the clip onto your shirt. Yeah. And then like there's a transmitter on the camera so that the sound could travel from there to there, so you wouldn't have to like connect it to anything, which was really cool. But I mean, the quality of it sounded really nice, but there was like a lot of trucks, and there was someone doing like power tools in the background there, and you can hear it quite well, which is a bit unfortunate. But
what steps did you take to like try and negate the background noise?
Well, I did notice the difference between two interviews, because I had one facing away from the road and one facing towards the road. The one facing away from the road, it was a lot quieter and almost wasn't even noticeable at all. But the one facing towards the road, you could definitely hear it a lot better. I mean, yeah, a lot better.
Yeah. Because certain microphones have like certain shapes that follow. Yeah. So, just for an example, like a shotgun mic, it's in the name, right? It shoots forward in like kind of V-shape. So that's probably why you're aiming that way by the road. Yeah. And you could hear all the sounds. But yeah, talking about your documentary or your interview.
Yeah.
Should we go watch it?
I guess so. Cyclone Gabrielle severely affected the small town of Tikaraka in 2023, leaving the community displaced and their mental health heavily impacted. Today we talked to Jackie and David at Pine Hollow to see what it was like for them and how they got through this horrific time.
For this flood was like, I guess in some ways we were already prepared for it, being proactive, because the farm we were on always had small floods and stuff, so you always shifted stock out of the way. You always had an out prepared in case it did turn to custard. All the yards, the arena, everything is my sort of handiwork. I've done the majority of it myself, and it's good to see it being used in that, and it's good to see that 12 months ago this was out here was all just mud, and it's grass, and like we can actually go around and shift stock. It's just about back to almost back to where it was.
It's a passion. It's not a job. It's a passion working with the kids. I love working with the neurodiversity children. Many different groups come out to us, and then we have the children with lessons and that, and watching them all grow. And we have a show team that goes out. The ponies and the humans help each other. You stay calm, they stay calm. And we knew that we had more to look after them. They love coming in and having the connection with everyone. A horse can feel you. They know, like, if you're scared. They build the confidence too in the kids. Like, I was talking to a mother this morning, and her children have been coming since Christmas, and she said people are saying to her, "Your kids are so much more confident in themselves." Why are they confident? And she said it's the horse riding.
It's good to see it being used in that, and it's good to see the kids laughing and carrying on, and you see some real good goals of what kids have, what they get out of it. They start not being able to do anything, and then at the end of it they can ride and leave them to it, and they enjoy it.
I love about Pine Hollow, the experience, the ponies, and that people are willing to help you.
I love how much horses you can ride and how much fun we have. This is Cinnamon, my favourite.
I like how you get to experience a lot of things in horse riding. The happiness it brings.
Since this is my first horse riding academy I've ever been to, I just really love it.
Were you flying the drone?
No, it was Saya.
That's cool.
Some really nice shots in there.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. Look out.
Yeah, that was great.
Are they B-rolls?
Yeah, B-roll.
Were the B-rolls, they were handheld, right?
Yes.
And compared to the interviews, which were on a tripod, I'm
Yeah,
assuming?
that's right.
Is there like a stylistic reason why, or just?
No, it's just easier to move around and get around with like everyone doing like lots of activity and that. It was a lot easier to do the handheld camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's some really good shots in there. Tell us about those drone shots.
So yeah, the drone shots. I wanted to start with a nice wide shot, and Saya he was working on the drone, so he got this nice one of the hills because when we got out early in the morning, the hills were covered in mist, and I was like, yes, that's gonna be like really cool to use that, and also it like shows Pine Hollow from like high up, and then also TK as well because I thought that was quite cool. And yeah, I really wanted to have the drone shot with the horses riding. That was like the main thing I wanted to do, but we weren't that experienced, and also our drone was like nearly flat, so we only managed to get like 2 shots that were like worth it. So yeah,
those 2 shots were really good though.
Yeah, thanks.
What about those last couple of interviews were the children, and a lot of the B-roll was focused on the children around the horses. How was that kind of directing them and what to do? And
it was actually really easy. To be honest, they all knew that we were coming out, so they were all excited and everything. And it was really easy to get them to like do things because they were really excited about it, and they were like, yes, I'm gonna like be on a film, you know.
Yeah,
so they were just happy to do anything. They're like, what can I do now, like, you know. So it worked out pretty good. Yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Moving on to our level 5, Jamie Daniels. So what did you get up to?
So recently I did an advert for a restaurant in town, Mediterranean Kitchen and Grill.
Nice.
This was my first paid client job, so it was a great job.
Yeah. What was the main what were you trying to capture in that advertisement?
Well, the main idea was to advertise the restaurant, right? So yeah,
like the food.
The food. So we wanted to definitely get really nice shots of the beautiful food that they have there. Yeah. I managed to get in contact with them, and they was talking about what different stuff we could cook for them. Yeah. That was really good. And I also wanted to tell a story of someone walking past, looking and seeing all this food and can't help it. I gotta go in there. I gotta get that food. Definitely. So that was the story.
I've already seen your film, but compared to Adrianna's, I know that your B-roll that you took of the food, you couldn't really stop because they were cooking the food.
Yeah.
And they couldn't really tell them what to do, right? So how was that?
Yeah. Shooting while they're cooking is very different to what I did before. It was a lot less controlled, I would say, because we were it was very quick. It was something, get the camera, they're cooking the food, we got to get as much shots as we can while they're cooking it. So while we were shooting, while they were cooking, we just had to have a camera, just run around filming them while it was happening. It was good. There was some really good shots out of it.
Yeah, I was on this ad and I did eat really good food, so how about we give it a watch?
Yeah, definitely.
How do we go to that one?
I'll have what they're having.
Good choice.
Nice. Why did you incorporate a story element to it?
I just thought it would be actually more engaging because a lot of the adverts that I've watched for maybe big restaurants maybe KFC or whatever, they're just straight to the point and just food in your face. Yeah. And I just wanted to more tell a story, have it more engaging, not just here's the food, go eat here. It's geez, chill out, bro. So I just wanted something more relatable.
With your the shots that you did of the food, How did you have much control over the lighting?
Well, we didn't, in the restaurant it's quite small unfortunately, so we didn't have enough space to set up a proper lighting grid, so we just had to we didn't have any lighting. Fortunately the lighting in there was pretty good. It ended up being happy. I ended up happy with it, yeah. A lot of my work was spent color grading it, because a lot of it ended up quite flat and dull. So I had to really bump up some of like the saturation and all of it, really make it pop out.
Cool. Last but not least is myself.
Yeah.
I am a level 6 student, and one of our assignments we had last term was to create a short film based on conventions in the genre.
Oh yeah.
So my one was horror. So before that, I had to research what kind of shots they used normally in horror films, like the lighting, the everything cinematography based.
Yeah.
So that's what I got up to.
Did you go about writing your own script for this? What was the
no. So we had a script that we had to base our film off of. Everyone had the same script, but we could tweak it to fit the genre.
So the main point of it was about genre.
Yeah. It was the show that we know.
Yeah.
The given genre, what we know about it.
What was your favourite part about the project?
My favourite part about the project I really like my storyboard. My storyboard was pretty good. I'm not too good at drawing, but I was pretty proud of that. And the costumes. The costumes was really good. I know that one of our talent, Sheila, she made this really cool costume with like a horse head, horse head on top. Yeah. So we used that. A lot of that was pretty last minute. But yeah. Boom. This is the lens I used.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
This is a DZO 20 to 55mm zoom lens. Yeah. Usually these don't fit on a normal Lumix camera, but we have some adapters which allow us to do that, which is very nice.
Yeah.
So I don't have to stick to the normal Lumix lenses. My favorite thing is just the quality about it. It's very flexible as well. With the zoom, I could get wider shots or closer shots. And I didn't switch lenses at all. I just kept it.
Speaking about quality, how would you say the different lenses can affect the outcome of films?
That's a good question. So usually, each lens has its different, I don't know, like
different looks to it.
Yeah, different advantages and whatnot.
So would you say it's like choosing the right lens for your film is a big part of it? Yeah. Should we give it a watch then?
Let's give it a watch. Oh, not that one. was it.
Yeah, that's really good.
Obviously, I think the main thing I had a problem with was the lighting.
Yeah,
'cause
definitely.
Usually horror films are much more darker, very dumb. But yeah, due to time constraints, I did.
Yeah.
And
would you say that came from shooting it outside in the sun? Is that?
yeah, definitely, yeah. And then we got to that point where the sun started coming down and making really harsh light onto the wall, which I thought looked cool, but didn't really fit the horror genre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still came out looking good. Another thing that I could have worked on was probably it's such an easy thing to do, but just cleaning your lens, clean your lens, guys.
Yeah.
Because you saw a couple of specks on the screen. Yeah. But
what's your favorite part about doing that project?
my favorite part was just like, because I didn't really go location scouting, which is trying to find the right spot for the right shot and the right scene. So I just wandered around with my crew and was like, it was a nice shot. Yeah, it was a cool shot. It was a cool shot. Which I don't advise doing. Don't do that. Plan before you do that. But yeah, that's how I did it, and it worked out for me, fortunately.
Yeah, it's great.
So,
you can definitely tell that even though it's shot on one of our Lumix pretty basic cameras, with that lens on, it looks like a professional,
just up
like
to the level,
higher quality.
10 times.
Yeah, it's
10 times.
really impressive.
Yeah. So I advise all you guys to use the adapters, try out the lenses, try out all that stuff. And yeah, that's it from me, man.
Yeah, sweet.
Any last words from anyone?
No, I think it was great. Great discussion. Great films.
Yeah. Well then, that wraps us up for today. Again, massive shout out to Poverty Bay Club for letting us use this beautiful room.
Definitely.
And yeah, make sure to pop into Rāngai if you're into anything, film, art, crafts, I don't know. Yeah.
Anything.
Just pop in. We're happy to talk. Yeah, happy to talk about everything and anything. From live sports to esports and yeah, anything film.
Yeah, sweet.
Sweet.
Thanks.
See you.
See ya.
See you later.